People choose to run away from the problems. They choose to run away from the things that they know that's gonna help them grow. You know what I'm saying? They choose to stay stagnant, stay comfortable, stay in a place that they always knew, and then they look up 5 years later and they just in the same spot. They just in the same place, they just doing the same thing. They just hang around the same people, they just doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? What do you think that you should be doing that your future self will be proud of seeing you do? Something that you know that you should be doing, something that you know that you should incorporate in your life. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the things that you slacking on. Think about all the things that you procrastinate on. Think about all the things that you know that will help you grow. You just don't know how to do it, or you just simply just do not want to do it. Think about those things. You know what I'm saying? Because our future self is dependent on us. They're dependent on us. Each and every time we slip up or we actually do something great, that's either a positive or a negative effect. You know what I'm saying? We gotta continue to cultivate those things that's gonna cause major growth and some greatness in our future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear that's the number one thing that I like to think about, man. What is my future self dependent on? What things do I need to be doing now so that my future self will appreciate in the end? At least when I'm older, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a real good thought to have, man, because not a lot of people think in the future. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say to just visualize yourself all day, every day in the future, like, oh, well, I'm gonna be this and that. No, it's just more of the day-to-day actions that you do. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just the day-to-day actions that you do, the day-to-day things that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because with those day-to-day actions, those everyday things that you do, it starts to become a habit. You know what I'm saying? And it leads to greater growth in whatever places you put yourself in the future. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how I see it. It's kind of how I view it. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all kind of view it the same way, but hey, just let me know in the comments, man, because it's a topic that I think a lot of people might think is taboo. Now, a lot of the people that really want to talk about it or really just could care less about it. So I'm saying some people just kind of scared, scared to really think about something like that. But I think that if we thought of things like that, we'd be able to set ourselves up better for the future. Kind of set ourselves up better to just cultivate that thing that we're looking for. You see what I'm saying? Instead of being upset at how we ended up in 2025. You see what I'm saying? Or upset at how we ended up in 2026. You see what I'm saying? We just continue to do daily habits and daily things that we have at least somewhat of an understanding of where it would take us. I think that we would be in a better position. We'd be a lot more excited for what comes up for us in the future. You see what I'm saying? It's more something like that instead of just not really knowing anything, not really knowing where the things you're doing are leading you, just having no understanding, just willowing around, just going with the flow of life, letting life take you up and down, do you how it wants to do you. See what I'm saying? It's all about just kind of putting the power back in your hands, so that you're able to take control of the things you can't take control of. You see what I'm saying? That's more likely how I kind of see it. But like I tell you, once before in my life, I could care less. I ain't even think about it. I was just doing me. I'm talking about like my real young years. I'm talking about like maybe middle school. Yeah, maybe around like middle school. I ain't really care. I used to play the game. Be in the house all day, play the game, talk to my friends. So just be chilled up, in my room. You see what I'm saying? And unless I was gonna become a gamer or somebody that's trying to make some money off of, games all day, I might as well just go ahead and find something else to do. So, I ended up doing that. So moved on to high school. I started mowing lawns and I picked me up a job. I started to really trying to change my life, make a little difference, make a little moves, you know what I'm saying? So I could at least take care of myself. I started improving on myself. I started to really take more attention to the things that I'm doing, the people that I'm being around, the things that I'm surrounding myself around. I didn't have too much of a hold on it. I didn't have it by the neck, but I was getting there.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
I was getting there, to control it just a little bit more, I was taking them steps, And I say around maybe like sophomore, junior year, that's when I really kind of locked down and I was improving. I was self-improving. I was working on the things I was weak in. I was working on the things I was cultivating and trying to grow the things I was strong in, just trying to improve, trying to get big in the gym, trying to stimulate my mind, trying to learn better how to talk to people. I was trying to build up my social skills and things like that. That's more what I was trying to do because I was trying to do better for myself, And in the end, future me, the guy you see right now, all those things attributed to who I am right now, and it paid off. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that for every stage and every point of your life. It's like that for every point and stage of your life. Everything that we do, every habit that we make and create, and keep on doing, sooner or later, that's what we'll become. Whatever it is that the habit is, that's what we'll start to become. That's what we should expect in the future. You see what I'm saying? We should always strive to replace negative habits with positive habits. You see what I'm saying? It's all about having that growth mindset. Wanting to be able to grow, wanting to be able to become a better person, wanting to be able to grow, become a better man, become a better woman. Not stay stagnant, not stay stuck, not stay in the same place, not stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Although staying the same is very comfortable. It's always nice to just get up out of our comfort zone and just start growing. Start growing because it's a beautiful thing to look back on and be like, man, I really came this far. I really grew in this area, or I'm starting to be really good at doing this. You see what I'm saying? It's a real wild thing, And I think that, if any of y'all haven't tried that yet, if y'all do try it, you'll start loving the journey, start appreciating the journey. You'll start picking up skills and knowing things that you just be amazed at some of the things that you might be doing. Some of the places that you might have been, or maybe the people that you talk to, or just how you just kind of grown in general, just grown in general. It's a beautiful thing, I started to pick up this growth mindset and I just flew. I just started flying. I done became a little addicted to it, man. I love to improve. I love to grow. I love to just transform myself, It's a real beautiful thing, man, because it's so many unlimited things to grow, so many things to learn, there's so many things to be able to do. It's so much out here just to be able to become a better person, It's really wild, it's really crazy, but it's not even wild or crazy, it's just what happened. It just is what it is, whenever you focus in and you just start growing, you just start improving. Shoot, man, I tell you, so much change that we can make in our life in just I might even say 1 year, in 6 months. If you're really serious about it, you can make so much change in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is crazy and wild, but some people choose to run away from the problems. They choose to run away from the things that they know that's gonna help them grow. You know what I'm saying? They choose to stay stagnant, stay comfortable, stay in a place that they always knew, and then they look up 5 years later and they just in the same spot. They just in the same place, they just doing the same thing. They just hang around the same people, they just doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And I know if y'all watching this video, I know y'all ain't about none of that. Y'all vibrate on a high frequency. Y'all vibrate on the frequency where y'all just wanna grow and change and become a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole community, this loop breaking community is all about breaking out the loops. You know what I'm saying? Continue to improve, continue to change. We're not going with the norm. We're not staying with the norm. We're being abnormal. We're not being normal, okay? We ain't doing none of that normal stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because you do normal things, you get normal results, or better quote, I guess you could say. You do regular things, you get regular results. You see what I'm saying? You start doing abnormal things, you get abnormal results. It's literally as simple as that, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about just taking that step, you know what I'm saying? just taking that step. You know, who wanna jump out of plane? You know what I'm saying? As crazy as that sounds, who wanna jump out of plane? You know what I'm saying? It's all about taking that step, and then you end up finding yourself in many exhilarating situations that you probably never thought you should probably be in. You might end up meeting people that you never thought you would have met, picking up skills, picking up things, getting opportunities, man, maybe even getting a crazy better job. Like it's a lot of things out there, y'all. It's a lot of things out there, you know. Not to say that I haven't figured everything out, because I sure haven't figured everything out, but man, I'd love to. I'd love to chase the things I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because with that, it's just an opportunity for me to be able to grow, you know, to be able to broaden my perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole gist of asking yourself, what do you want your future self to be proud of? That's the whole gist of it. What do you want your future self to be proud of? You know, you want to be being proud of, well, I don't think he is, or she is, the one that sleeps in, the one that doesn't improve, that doesn't work on the things they know they should be doing, the one that slacks, the one that procrastinates, the one that's lazy. I know your future self gonna be proud of that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be more proud of the person that's proactive, that's active, that's maybe an adventurous, maybe that's somebody that's ready to go, reliable, you know, always willing to learn, always willing to try new things, you know, just things like that, you know, just getting outside that comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing when you get up out of that comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And you talking to a man that actually did that. I actually was able to do that. You know, I done got out of my comfort zone plenty of times. And man, I tell you, those are some learning experiences. Sometimes not always the best experiences, but I would tell you, the good experiences in itself overweigh the bad experiences. You know, I was able to learn some things. I was able to meet some people. I was able to do some things. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do some things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I would not have stepped outside my comfort zone. You know, with the thought of my future self in mind. Sometimes we gotta just think a little bit further than what we're thinking. You know, not being so stuck in a certain loop and a certain way of thinking. You know, because it's so much bigger things out here. You know, the world is bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know in itself. There's so much more things that I could probably learn and do, you know? So just acquiring that mindset of growth, I think it could push us a whole lot further. You know, push us a whole lot further than where we're currently going. You know, not trying to place any limits on us at all, not trying to place any limits on anything, and you know, at all. I probably went on a little tangent here, y'all, but I ain't gonna lie. All circling back to a point of what you want your future self to be proud of. And you know, it starts with just taking those steps. Just taking those steps daily. You know, not trying to take, I don't believe, sometimes, you know, I take big leaps into certain things, but I don't believe in just trying to always make that big step, always trying to make that big change, you know, sometimes, you know, you're not able to do that, you know. I believe in more just taking them steps daily. Them daily steps, you know, building them daily habits, building them daily things in your life in order to cultivate those things that you say that you want, you know. That's more what I believe in. So, because at the end of the day, whenever you start doing that, they start capitalizing into bigger things, and then with those big things you end up getting, you're gonna be able to use the big things you got and then make that big change in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of see it. That's how I kind of see it. So, like from a money standpoint, you know, you're not gonna be able to just spend $10,000 on something if you don't have $10,000. You're not gonna be able to do that. I mean, you are if you got a credit card, but you're not gonna be able to do that just like that. You're gonna have to take them steps daily of putting up savings, make sure you're not spending over budget, make sure that you're not going all out your way with your money. You know, you kind of staying more disciplined with your money and where you put your money. It's more something like that, you know, so that in the end, whatever you're trying to do with that $10,000, you can make that big move, make that big jump, you know. That's how I kind of see it, you know. But all in all, man, it's really all about What do you want your future self to be proud of? What do you want your future self to be proud of? What do you want your future self to be proud of? I'm saying this 3 times to really get this locked in y'all's mind, so I really could understand and really take in the fact that these things are important. You know, if you make it of your importance, if it's something that you see that is important, you know, if you actually want to grow, become a better person, you know, improve your life, maybe even transform your life so that you're able to have better things around you, better people around you, better situations, better relationships. You know, if you want better in your life, you see what I'm saying? If you don't, hey, I understand, you know what I'm saying? But most likely if you watching towards this back end of the video, I doubt that you don't want no change in your life. I bet you want some changes in your life, probably ASAP. But like I said, no rocket. What we got to do is daily just make those moves, make those changes each and every day. And like I said, we're going to look up and look back. Be like, man, I really did that, man. I really, really came this far. You know, that's how I kind of see it. But other than that, y'all, hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all gained something from it. So I'm saying, if y'all did, watch this next video right here. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings, y'all. I'm out. Blue breaking, baby.